Good morning to all. Welcome to SAP BO online demo session. Myself, Madhukar Reddy. I'm going to give the training for the next couple of days. So I have 10 plus years of experience in a business object. Currently, I'm working as a business objects architect role in a Bangalore location in India. So I certified in business objects, Oracle, Cognos, and I work with different versions in business objects. I started my career with BOBJ 6.5, and currently I'm working with the latest version of the BOBJ 4.1. We have different versions in business objects: BO 6.5, XAR2, 3.0, and 3.1, 4.0, 4.1. These are the different versions currently. So we are getting trained on business objects 4.1. Okay. So I work with BW integration with BO. So more than 3 projects I completed in BW BO. And recently I completed with HANA with the BO project, which is the end-to-end implementation I completed. And apart from the SAP sources, I work with Oracle, non-SAP sources, which is Oracle, Terra databases, SQL Server. And I'm expertise in the domain knowledge of the telecom. More than 6+ years experience I work with the telecom domains. And also I work with the sales domain, banking project, HRMS project. Currently, I'm working with, so in our training, so we are covering the many projects on the sales domain. So which is the end-to-end implementation will work on the sales domain, which you can say it's a mini project. End-to-end discussion will cover on the mini project. Okay, so coming to the topics. So here you can see the list of the topics which we are going to cover in a regular training. Overview of the reporting tool. What is the reporting? What is the purpose of the reporting? How the reports are helped to the end users, that we'll see. Then what is a BA Launchpad? What is the purpose of the BA Launchpad? And who are going to access the BA Launchpad? Basically, the end users and the developer. End users means actual customer, actual users, managers, SEO, CEOs. So they want to see how their business going on. To see that information, end user going to log into the BA Launchpad, see the reports, access the reports. And as a developer, we are going to access the create reports, or we are going to modify the existing reports to the BA Launchpad. Okay. So the web intelligence is one of the reporting tool. Web intelligence is one of the reporting tool. It's a web-based tool. If you look at here, this is a screenshot. You can see the components-wise business objects architecture. The server architecture is different, and the components-wise architecture is different. The server architecture we'll discuss in the administration part later, and this is the components-wise architecture. So each tool, what is related to the different components, you will understand easily by looking this screen. BA Launchpad is a business object portal. When you log in a BA Launchpad, or the end user log into the BA Launchpad, it will communicate with the business object repository. It will communicate with the business object repository. Or you can say business object repository, can say the business object server. So business object server is installed one of the database. Either it is Oracle, GB2, SQL Server, or a HANA database. With the latest version, you can install BO and a HANA database as well. Okay, so once you log into the BA Launchpad, you can access the reports, whatever the reports you saved into the business object system. So that you can access through the BA Launchpad. You can access the Webby reports, you can access the rich client reports, you can access the dashboards, you can access the crystal reports. So you can view the crystal reports, dashboard, and rich client reports. And also you can modify the reports through the BA Launchpad. Okay, so through the BA Launchpad, so we can access the different type of reports, and we can create a web intelligence reports through the BA Launchpad. Okay, once you log into the BA Launchpad, you can develop a web intelligence reports. Web intelligence is one of the reporting tool in business objects. BA Launchpad is a portal. BA Launchpad is not a reporting tool. BA Launchpad is a portal. So through this portal, you are going to access the different type of reports. Okay, and through the BA Launchpad, you can develop a web intelligence reports. You can develop a web intelligence report. That means you can open the web intelligence application tool and you can develop a reports. So how we can develop a reports? So how we can develop a Webby report? By accessing the universes and by accessing the BEX queries. You can develop a reports by, you can develop a web intelligence reports by accessing the BEX queries and by accessing the universe. What is the universe? Universe is a semantic layer. Universe is a semantic layer between the source system and the report developer. Okay, so to develop a universe, we need a BO client tools, which is a IDT, information design tool, and the universe design tool. Universe is a very older version tool till we have a latest version as well in a 4.1. Okay, the IDT is a newly introduced in 4.0. Okay, if you know defining the universe with a UDT, it is a similar in a IDT as well. Okay, but there are some new features is added in ADT. So which you can connect to the multiple sources at a time. You can define a universe. You can define a universe. So multi-source is enabled in IDT tool. Okay, so you can develop a universe, one universe connecting to the multiple source system at a time. But with the UDT tool, you can connect to the only the single source system and develop a universe. So that means UDT, you can develop a universe by connecting to the Oracle database. You can develop a universe connecting to the HANA database. You can develop a universe on top of the SQL Server database. Okay, so these are the sources. You can connect to the Terra databases. You can connect to the SQL Server. You can connect to the Sybase database, and you can define a universe. Okay, so with both the tools, but with IDT, the main difference between the IDT and UDT is, with IDT tool you can connect to the multiple sources. With the UDT, it is not available option to connect to the multiple sources. Okay, so once you define a universe either by using the IDT or UDT, so that need to be uploaded into the business object server. So with that universe, you can develop a different type of reports. You can create a chart reports. You can create an interactive report. You can drill down the reports, develop a multi-dimensional reports. You can create the interactive reports. You can create a linking one report to the another report. So there are different reports you can implement by accessing the universes. And also, so you can develop a universe on the top of the BW system. So without universe also you can develop a Webby report. Without universe also you can develop a Webby report by accessing the directly BEX queries. So BEX is implemented on top of the BW sources. Okay, by using the query designer tool. The query designer is a part of the BW tool. With the query designer tool, so BW team implemented the BEX queries. So once the BEX is implemented, so directly you can access the BEX query and develop a report. So who will develop the BEX queries? The BEX is implemented by the BW team. So once the BW team is implemented BEX queries, you can access the BEX queries through the OLAP connection. So you need to implement a OLAP connection. We need to create a OLAP connection, connect to the BEX queries and develop a Webby reports. Okay. So guys, clear everyone? So web intelligence is a reporting tool. So web-based reporting tool. So which you can develop a universe, which you can develop a reports on top of the universe, you can develop reports on top of the BEX queries. So to develop a universe, we need IDT or the UDT tool. And by connecting to the databases, we can develop a universe by using the IDT UDT tool. Once that universe is deployed into the repository, you can develop a reports. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions? Anyone have any questions, guys? Okay. I think so. You guys have option to chat. You can type a chat window if you have any questions.
May I know the
You're able to
UDT and IDT abbreviations?
Right? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Satya, right? Is it Satya?
Yes, I am Satya. May I know the abbreviation of IDT and UDT?
Yeah, is that IDT is the information design tool and UDT is the universe design tool.
What about BEX?
So BEX is a BEX analyzer. So sorry, with BEX is a which is a query which is a query. With this, you are going to develop a report on top of the BEX queries. Business Explorer, which is a Business Explorer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, any other questions? You can unmute yourself. So if you have any questions, and you can talk to me. And also, you can type your question in the chat window, so I can answer your question. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the another tool which is a rich client tool, which is a client-based tool. Rich client is a client-based tool. So with this, so you need to develop this rich client reports. You need to install the client software. So once you install the client software, you can create reports and locally. You can create reports and locally by connecting to the universes, or you can develop a reports locally with the BEX queries. And once you guys, any questions?
Hey,
anyone have any questions?
Hey, Madhukar, this is Jonas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Yunus, I can hear you.
Okay. Can I ask the question regarding the training that you are providing? This is a class session or is a demo session?
It's a demo session.
Okay, so
we can have a regular session by from tomorrow.
Okay, so my question was, what actually the training that I was looking is a role based, just on a project, project oriented. Is it from the scratch you are teaching us, or it's kind of a, we working directly on a project? Are we working, as you mentioned, a mini project? Is it going to be at the end, or we are starting from as we go on?
From the starting, yes, from the starting. So from the starting to end, so we are going to start with the implementation.
Okay, so you are giving us
the basics. Yeah,
okay.
It covers the basics, advanced, by taking one of the example with the sales domain.
Okay, sales domain. So you're giving us basically the blueprint and everything, or just giving some examples and start doing as a project? How
it includes the blueprint. It includes the blueprint as well. The blueprint I will explain at the time of starting the universe. First, I start with the web intelligence reporting tool. What are the basic components are there? So once people understand, start developing a simple web report. Let's just start with a universe designing with some sales domain data. So from that onwards, you can understand with the blueprint and requirement gathering, understand the requirements, and then start implementation, designing and preparing the technical specification and implementation, and unit test scripts, designing preparing the unit test scripts, and how to test our universes and reports, and later how to deploy our universe into the development system to the QA to production. So it's going to be end-to-end implementation.
Okay.
And giving the access to the users, how to give the access to the users, how to schedule the reports. So basically, after this completion of the training, you can directly work on the project without an issue. Whatever we are going to follow in our training, you just do the same process in your project as well.
Okay.
So which almost are how 9 years or 8 years people work as a business objects. So that kind of knowledge you will get after the completion of the training.
Okay. So this is going to be every day, or is some
It's every day,
specific?
Monday to Friday. It's
Monday
going
to
to be
Friday.
Monday to Friday.
The same
The training will
timings.
happen Monday to Friday. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Not same timings. It will be 8:30 p.m. EST from tomorrow.
Okay. 8 Eastern
Today I
time.
started
Yes?
8 Eastern time. Today I started at 8 o'clock. So it will be 8:30 p.m. EST. India time is 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Okay. I'm in Canada actually. I'm from Toronto. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
Eastern time 8:30 p.m. EST from
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah. I will. We will get the mail communication and when is the next session. So it will be tomorrow 8 to 8:30 p.m. EST.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Hello?
Thanks.
So let's see. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Go ahead.
So what is the prerequisite for this role?
Okay, prerequisites is for like people should have understand the database knowledge, like how the table structure, how the data is available in the tables. So that simple knowledge is required. So how to connect to the database.
How about
And
SQL?
writing a simple SQL. That's what. Understanding the database, you can do it only the SQL. Okay, writing a simple select statement, select star from employee, select star from self fact table, select star from the employee table. So this simple select statement, you should have aware of that, but still who are not aware of the writing a simple select statements. So that also we are going to cover in the training at the time of universe designing.
And what is the course fee?
Yeah, who doesn't know about the database concept, that we'll discuss in our training as well. Yeah, the course fee details. Yeah, you will get an email, okay, about the fees details later.
Is ABAP knowledge needed?
No ABAP knowledge, no coding language, no coding is required. It's a more navigation part. Click on this, click in this, and writing some customized SQL query. So very simple SQL knowledge is required. It's a basic knowledge, and that I'm going to cover in the training. Okay. Okay. So the rich client is another reporting tool. It's a client-based tool. So the rich client as well, it can access the universes, it can access the best queries. Apart from this, the rich client can access the web services, and also you can develop reports on top of the Excel files and text files. So it can be accessed the other than universes and BEX queries. It can connect to the BEX queries. It can be access the web services and text files. Okay, but the web intelligence tool is a web-based tool. So this can be defined on top of reports on top of the web services and text files. Okay, if you have the source as a text files, so if you have the source as Excel files, then either you need to create a universe on the Excel sheet and develop a web report, or you can use the rich client, directly access the Excel sheet and develop a web rich client reports. Okay, so that we are going to discuss in our training. And the dashboards. So when you install the BO, you will get the web intelligence, BA Launchpad, rich client, IDT, UDT. But the dashboard is a separate software is required, separate license key is required. Dashboard, if you want to develop a dashboard. So reports are different and dashboards are different. Reports, you can have a detailed information, detailed data, but the dashboard which is having only the aggregated data, which is contain only the KPI values, which is the high level data which is available in the dashboard, which is having only the one page which contains the pie chart, column chart, and drill down and all the functionality which will have it in only the single page, which can be used by only the high level management team. These reports can be used, this dashboard can be used only the high level management team. Okay, the low level team which cannot be accessible, Okay, fine, clear everyone? Any questions about the dashboard? So we can develop a dashboard by using the live office connection as a query as web services. Okay, in a older version tool, so to access the universes data, to access the web intelligence data, so we need to use the live office connection as a query as web services. With the latest version of the dashboard tool, which you can directly access the universes without any middleware and develop dashboards. Okay, so that we'll discuss we'll discuss how to develop how to develop a dashboard by using the live office query as web services as a middleware. Also, we'll discuss how we can access the universes through the directly as a query browser in the dashboard, which is the latest version we have. Okay, and also we'll discuss developing crystal reports on top of the directly database. Crystal report is another software, another tool, another reporting tool, and which required again the separate license key to develop crystal reports. That also we are going to cover. And SAP Design Studio is another dashboard tool, which is meant for developing a dashboards on top of the HANA system and BW system. So without any middleware, you can directly access the HANA database and BW sources, develop a dashboard. Okay, so dashboard tool and the Design Studio almost similar, and but whatever the some advanced concepts are there in the Design Studio, which you can directly connect to the HANA sources, directly connect to the HANA sources, but dashboard cannot be connected to the HANA source, which you require the universe on top of the HANA and develop a dashboard on top of the universes. Without any middleware connectivity, Design Studio can connect to the HANA views and a calculated views, or you can connect to the BEX queries and develop a dashboard with the Design Studio. So which is a new tool introduced in 4.1. Earlier this tool was not there. This is a newly introduced in the latest version of the Business Objects 4.1. And also we are covering the Lumira tool as well, earlier which is called the Visual Intelligence, and now it is called the Lumira. Lumira is another reporting tool. It's a ADAC based reporting tool. So that means ADAC based reporting tool is nothing but a end user can create their own reports. End user can create their own reports. Okay, end user create their own reports, and which you, if you already universe is available, so then end user can access the universe, then they can create a reports, their own reports. And if the HANA views are there, so Lumira can access the HANA views and develop a simple reports, which we have only the limited functionality. We do not have the complex calculation in the Lumira, which is basically just drag and drop, and they can view the data into the pie chart or column chart. They can view the data into the table format. So that's about the Lumira. So which we are going to discuss very detailed all these reporting tool in further sessions. Okay, so whatever till now highlighted, which is comes under the implementation part, development part. Okay, so guys, any questions?
Can we create a custom business objects in these scenarios?
In which scenario you are talking about? Design Studio?
And Design Studio or any other part?
Okay, so in the Design Studio, we can customize the components. Say suppose we do not have the radio button to select for the end user purpose, so then you can create your own script to develop a radio button, upload that radio button component in the Design Studio. So like that way we can customize the Design Studio, and also so we can customize the BL Launchpad front end. So I want to add a company logo instead of the business object BO SAP logo. Yes, you can customize it. Okay, but yeah,
I'm talking about a whole component. Can we create a custom Vivo object in any other scenarios like that?
No, not possible.
Not possible.
Customized component can't be implemented. So because this is the tool which is implemented combination of the Java, .NET, some different JavaScripts. Okay. So that is like it's a tool based, so we can't customize. So if any changes, if you want to customize the tool, then we need to get help from the SAP team. If something requirement, so you want as per the end user requirement, if you are not convincing the end user, so we can contact the SAP team. If possible, they can provide the custom SDK code.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So these are the different components we have business objects for implementation. Any other questions?
So can we extend, right? Is it possible to extend the business object repositories?
Extend in terms of what? You can increase the repository size, or you can have a multiple repositories.
Yes, in the sense, yeah.
Yes, we can do that. We can extend the repository size. We can have a multiple repository. If you have a issue with a limited memory, yes, you can do it. You can do that. So any other questions? Currently we have 10 people are attending the training. So any other questions? So everybody are in the mute. So if you have any question, you can unmute yourself. Okay, perfect. Now, so coming to the administration part, yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Madhukar, my question is that since you're talking about the BACS queries or BACS reports from SAP BW board, do we do also touch this SAP BW, SAP HANA any mean, or just we taking directly the queries from the BACS?
Just I will give you some touch up, but we are not discussing about the modeling part in BW. We are not discussing about the HANA modeling part. I just explain how the BACS is implemented by connecting to the BW queries. And also I will show you how to access the HANA views. I will open the Design HANA Studio, and how the calculated views or the analytical views are implemented. I will show you. Okay, it's not just accessing the BACS queries. I'll just touch up the backend sources, but not in a very detail.
So when you apply for the job, say as a SAP BIBO developer or consultant, do you have to have this kind of knowledge about SAP BW or HANA, or you can just go in the front end and design the reports?
It doesn't require much. So have some knowledge of how to test our reports by connecting to the BW system and HANA system. So minimal knowledge is required. Say when you are testing your reports. So when you are testing your reports, so your report data and the backend source system is matching or not. Those records are not matching or not. So for that purpose, you need to have some knowledge. That I will show you how to test your Webby report with the BW sources and on our calculated views. So that knowledge is required, but not in a detail.
Okay.
Can you can you cover the integration part also here, HANA and Vivo system? SLT something is there, right?
SLT we are not covering. It's a part of the modeling. It comes under the modeling. Okay, that's not our control, the HANA modeling part. So which we are going to cover only implement a universe on the top of the HANA database and develop a Webby reports. Okay. So HANA modeling is a separate training. It's a separate course curriculum which we have. So in case if you want it, so you can go for that as well later. Okay, but so BO is a front-end reporting tool. So I'm going to explain all the components and how we can develop a reports, how we can develop a dashboard on top of the different sources. So HANA and BW for as a source. So the BW team is already ready with the BACS queries. So then we can use the BACS queries and develop a front-end reporting tool. And if the HANA views already created, then or HANA tables are then you can implement universe on top of the HANA tables or HANA calculated views. Okay, even if it is Oracle also, we are not creating any tables. So the tables are already there and that data is already available in the Oracle database. So we are accessing that, we are accessing those tables and the Oracle views and develop a universe and create a classes and objects and then implement a Webby reports or rich client reports or dashboards. Okay.
So the main thing in the BO repository, you see it says universes, reports, and users. What kind of reports you can save in the repository? Is it the same report you create on the web intelligence, or what kind of reports it's in the repository?
You can save web intelligence reports, you can save the dashboards, you can save a crystal reports, you can save a design studio reports, and you can also save the Lumira reports. All reports you can save it into the repository.
So the report that you created on the different universes from the same BO repository or from different ones?
Different universes.
From another?
Or different sources. Any other sources as well. Any other sources as well.
Okay. So,
reports which you created any source system, either HANA database directly, which you reports developed on top of the universes, any of the reporting tool or dashboard that you can save it into the repository.
So the report that you create on the backs, can you save the same in the repository, BO repository?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Why we need to save the reports in the repository? To access through the BA Launchpad. For end user, so end user going to access the reports only through the BA Launchpad. So for that purpose, so we have to publish, we have to save the reports into the repository. Once you save the reports into the repository, so that you can access through the BA Launchpad. Any user, any developer can access those reports through the BA Launchpad. So let's say the dashboards you publish into the repository. So that dashboard you can access through the BA Launchpad. But you can't modify the dashboard through the BA Launchpad. You can modify the dashboard with the XLF model in the dashboard tool itself, not through the BA Launchpad. Okay. Fine, guys. Any questions? Okay. Now, coming to, so guys, please keep everybody in the mute. Okay, thank you. So coming to the admin part, we are going to cover end-to-end administration part, right? So also how the administrator work in the business objects tool. So that also we are going to cover. CCM, Central Configuration Manager, is a part of, it's going to take care by the administrator. CCM is the Central Configuration Manager. So with this tool, you will you can configure the business object servers. You can configure the Tomcat server through the CCM tool. The CCM tool is available only in the server machine where the BO is installed. In that machine, CCM tool is available. So with this, you can stop the servers, you can restart the servers, you can configure the new business object server through the CCM tool. So that will cover at the time of administration. And the CMC, Central Management Console, it's a web-based tool. You can say it is administrator tool. It's a administrator web-based tool. CMC is a Central Management Console. So with this tool, you can create a users, you can create a groups, and you can give the access to the specific users to the specific reports. Say there is Alex user, you want to create a Webby report. You want to create his own Webby reports. Then, so we can give the web intelligence application access to create their own reports. And there are some list of reports are there. There is a sales report folder. So there is a John user want to access the sales folder. Yes, you can give the sales folder access to the John. So through that, with that admin access. So as the administrator can do this all the activity. So as an administrator, you can give the access to the users, you can give the application access, you can give the folder access, and you can create a users, You can create a groups, and also you can remove the access to the specific set of reports or specific set of universes. Okay, so that can be done through the CMC tool. And also you can configure the SMTP servers. You can configure the FTP for scheduling the reports, send it to the user email box. So that can be through the CMC tool. Scheduling the reports that you can do with the BA Launchpad as well as the CMC tool. And also once you implement a reports in the development system, normally you always develop the reports in the development system, in the development BO server. And once you complete the implementation part, so that you need those reports, you need to move to the QA system and production system. So in that case, we need to move the reports development system to the QA system. So to do that, we use the promotion management tool. So promotion management is a tool to release the project from the development system to the QA to production. So that will cover. So with that PMT tool, we can release the project dev to QA to production. Earlier version, which is in 3.4.0, which is called the LCM, with latest version, which is called the promotion management tool. LCM stands for life cycle management tool. With the life cycle management tool in 4.0, we can release the project dev to QA to production. And with the latest version of the tool, which is 4.1, so which is called the promotion management tool. So this is integrated with the CMC tool. You can release the project dev to QA to production by using the promotion management tool. And upgrade management tool. So we can migrate the 3.1 reports to the 4.1. You can migrate the 3.1 reports to the 4.1. So by using the upgrade management tool, that will cover. A report conversion tool is converting the desktop intelligence reports to the 4.1 web intelligence reports. So in an earlier version, like in an older version tool, we have a desktop intelligence tool. So currently the desk key is not available in the latest version. So when you migrate the 3.1 reports to the 4.1, if there are any desk key reports are there, so those reports are not be migrated to the 4.1 because the desktop intelligence is not at all available in the latest version of the 4.1. So we can convert these desk key reports to the web intelligence reports. We have a web reporting tool. So there's desk key, whatever the reports implemented in a desktop intelligence tool. So those reports you can convert into the web intelligence format by using the report conversion tool. Okay, so these are the components we are going to cover in a business objects training. Okay, if you look at here, these are the 20 topics we are going to cover. So overview of the reporting tool, BA Launchpad, web intelligence, rich client, information design tool, universe design tool, and developing a report universe on top of the BW system, BW integration with BO, SAP HANA with BO, lifecycle management tool, upgrade management tool, project migration from 3.1 to the 4.1, and what are the challenges we face, and what is the procedure we need to follow for project migration. Normally the project migration which will take 3 to 6 months. When you are working with the project migration, which is going to be 3 months to 6 months will take, depends on the number of reports, depends on the number of universes, users to migrate 3.1 to the 4.1. So it will take 3 months to the 6 months. And the report conversion tool, Deski to Webby, BO administration part security, which we are going to cover, dashboard, XLCS, crystal report, deployment and report scheduling, new features of the business object 4.1, and covering the designing the dashboard by using the design studio, developing different Haddock reports by using the Lumira tool, and what are the differences between the different versions of the business objects, and interview questions, interview preparation, and also resume preparation. What are the responsibilities we can have after the training? So that we are going to cover resume preparation as well, CV preparation, and BO certification exam preparation. After the completion of the training, you can go for a BOWI code, business objects BOWI 41. So this is a BOBJ certification code. Okay, so which you can go for a BOBJ certification after completion of the training. Okay, recently the previous batch, one of the person Vijay has completed his certification. So you can see I got his mail yesterday. Yeah, this guy is completed his certification, and also which screenshot is sent email that completion of the certification. And if you look at here, so each query filters these are the web intelligence certification which you passed the 72. 73. Okay, 68% pass percentage for web certification. So after the completion of the training, you can go for a BOBJ certification. Okay. So guys, any questions? I hope it's clear, everyone. The topics wise, whatever I'm going to discuss in our regular training. So please contact or email me for related to any fee details, server access, or timelines. So you will get emails every day about the timelines. And coming to the duration of the course is the 35 hours, and you will get the 90 days of the server access for practice. Okay, I will give you the everyday the assignments based on our existing sources, and the material will be provided at the time of training. Okay, so material, like in terms of material, is you have different materials, like so you have a separate Webby material, and you have a separate Webby exercise document, and similarly you have a universe documents. So step-by-step document will be provided, and the administration part, crystal reports, design studio, dashboard, and some of the sample resumes, and the FAQs, like some interview questions. FAQ is nothing but interview questions. So I will give you the separate material. So that I'm going to give one of the link. I will give the link access. So with that link, you can access all the material from there, and that link which always keep update. So you will get the access to download for that. You will get download access for a particular link. So all the material will be uploaded into that link. Okay, which is called the Dropbox link. You will get the Dropbox link. Okay, so you will have a 90 days of the server access, which include the BW, HANA, and BO all components, and the duration is 35 hours of the training, and we have a session every Monday to Friday. From tomorrow we can have a session. We'll have a session at 8:30 p.m. EST, or India time will be 6 a.m. in the morning IST. Okay.
Do we get recording?
Yeah. Yeah. You can also record the session. We are also recording the session. In case if you miss any session, we are going to share the recorded session. Or sometimes we'll share every day we record the session. I will send it to everyone. If you guys everyone have a problem, so we'll record it and we'll share it every day. Okay. Recorded sessions provided. Any questions, guys? Is that clear, everyone? Any questions? You can go ahead. I will have a time for anyone have a doubts clarification.
So the fee and everything, you will send the email?
Yeah, we will share the email. Yes.
Okay. So
And the course curriculum.
Do you think that the 35 hours is well enough to do the course as well as working on the project?
Yes, exactly. We are working on concept. We are discussing about the concepts, as well as the parallel working on the project.
So how many hours do you dedicate to each topic?
Depends. So depends. Say suppose talking about the RCT, report conversion tool, which is just a 10-15 minutes activity converting the DESKI to WebI reports. Let's say talking about the web intelligence. Approximately it will take 8 to 10 hours. Talking about the universe designing, which is the main component, which will take again 10 hours. Okay. So it depends. So basically 8 to 10 hours will take a main concept, which is a UDT and the web intelligence. And if you know very well web intelligence and universe designing, right? So the remaining concept is very easy, which you develop a dashboard on top of the existing universe, which you can develop a dashboard on top of the WebI report, which you already know. This will not take much time, which you are how we can utilize the existing components, how we can interrelate with each other. That will not take much time. And the crystal report, which you already covered about all the individual concept-wise break sections and removing the duplicate values. So that will cover quickly in the crystal report. So how the WebI work, and I will compare with the crystal report. Okay, so you can see each tool, what are the different things we are going to cover in terms of the web intelligence. You will see what are the topics I am going to cover, and also we'll see the rich client tool, and also the information design tool, universe design tool, administration part, okay, business objects dashboard, crystal report. Okay, so Lumira and Design Studio is not updated yet. Okay, that I will update soon in the tool.
So it will be an hour every day?
Every day is 1 hour. Okay, guys, any other questions? Anyone? Everyone? If you have any questions, you can go ahead. Okay. So thanks, thanks everyone. Thanks for attending the demo.
Okay.
Yes, Yunus, go ahead.
Yeah, my question to you is that do you provide any kind of say for example, if you want to download the trial software view, do you provide any kind of a database, for the doing practice if we want to install in our computer desktop?
Yeah, I will give you the sample data, which is a Motar sales database.
Okay. Okay.
Which contains the multiple fact tables, multiple dimension tables. Yeah, you can also install in your machine local system, and they will provide the database.
Okay.
You can play with that source. You can increase the data as well. If you want to, you can duplicate the data and you can change the values in the fact tables, which is currently almost some 60,000-70,000 rows of data is there in fact tables. Yes, Swati, we are going to cover the crystal reports as well. Enterprise server. Okay. So thanks everyone. So we'll meet again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. EST. So we have a session tomorrow. It's a regular training. That is the session 1. That is the session 1. The first session we are going to cover with a BA Launchpad, Web Intelligence, how to develop a simple WebI report. Okay, that we're going to cover, and also we'll discuss about the ETL concept, which is a data warehousing concept. We'll discuss in tomorrow's session. And also overview of the reporting tool. What is the purpose of the reporting tool? How the reports are helped to the end users. That also we're going to cover in the tomorrow training. So thanks everyone. So you will get the recorded session, and guys, you can just reply to the email that need the tomorrow meeting invitation. So you will have the separate meeting link at daily basis. Okay. So you'll get the meeting invitation from the Anil. Anil is the coordinating the training. So he is going to send the meeting invitation daily basis. Okay.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Malvi.
So